Dear students, welcome you all in the virtual process of learning. Today we learn about different qualitative tests for carbohydrate. Qualitative analysis or qualitative test designed to identify the component of a substance or mixture. Qualitative analysis also tell us whether an atom and functional group, ion or the compound is present or absent in a sample, but it does not provide the information about its quantity. Quantification of a sample, in contrast, is known as quantitative analysis. In today's lecture, we study the chemical properties of carbohydrates or how we can identify of an unknown carbohydrate by carrying out a series of a chemical reaction. There are number of tests to detect the presence of carbohydrate. This is totally depend on the nature of their side chain. So these tests are Mollis test, Fehling test, Bendick test, Barfoed test, Selvinov test, and iodine test. Carbohydrates, when treated with concentrated sulfuric acid, undergo dehydration to give furfural derivatives. These compounds condense with alpha-naphthol to form colored product, basically purple ring. Pentoses yield furfural while hexoses yield 5-hydroxymethyl furfural. Mollis test is a sensitive but a non-specific test and is given positive by all type of carbohydrate that are monosaccharide, disaccharide and polysaccharide. If the oligosaccharides or polysaccharides are present, they are first hydrolyzed to monosaccharides which are then dehydrated to give the test positive. Carbohydrates with free aldehyde or ketone groups have the ability to reduce solution of various metallic ions. This type of carbohydrates are known as reducing sugar. All monosaccharides are reducing sugar. They all have a free reactive carbonyl group. Some disaccharides have exposed carbonyl group and are also reducing sugar. Other disaccharides such as sucrose or non-reducing sugar and will not react with the many reducing sugar solution. Large polymer of glucose such as starch are not reducing sugar. Since the concentration of hemiacetal group is very low in this type of carbohydrate, reducing sugar under alkaline condition tautomerize and form indiols. Indiols are the powerful reducing agent. They reduce cupric ion to the cuprous form and are themselves converted to sugar acid. Cuprous ion combine with the hydroxyl ion to form yellow cuprous hydroxide which upon heating is converted to red cuprous oxide. So Bendick test is used for detection of reducing sugar. Copper sulfate present in the Bendick solution react with the electrons from the aldehyde or ketone group of the reducing sugar in the alkaline medium. Reducing sugar are oxidized by the copper ion in solution to form a carboxylic acid and a ready precipitate of copper oxide. Appearance of this reddish precipitate in test tube give the presence of reducing sugar. Fehling test. Fehling test is also used for detection of reducing sugar in a given solution. Fehling test is one of the sensitive tests for the detection of reducing sugar. Fehling solution or Fehling reagent comprises of two solutions, Fehling solution A and B. Fehling solution A is aqueous copper sulfate and Fehling B solution is alkaline sodium and potassium tartrate, also known as Rohle's salt. Rohel salt, that is the sodium potassium tartrate present in the reagent, act as a chelating agent in this reaction. These two solutions are mixed in equal amount before test. On heating an aldehyde or reducing sugar with this Fehling solution A and B gives the reddish brown precipitate. Formation of red precipitate of cupric oxide denotes the presence of reducing sugar. So this is the Fehling solution A, copper sulfate solution, and the alkaline solution of sodium potassium tartrate. Copper sulfate in the alkaline medium gives the copper hydroxide, which on heating reduces to copper oxide. Then this Rohel salt on heating gives the deep blue color complex, that is the Fehling solution. Deep blue color complex when react with the reducing sugar gives the red precipitate of cupric oxide. The next test used for identification of carbohydrate is the Barfoed test. This test is used to distinguish between reducing monosaccharides and disaccharides by controlling their pH and time of heating. Monosaccharides react very fast, whereas disaccharides react very slowly. Principle of this test, Barfoed test, used copper ions in a slightly acidic medium. Reducing monosaccharides are oxidized by the copper ion in the solution to form a carboxylic acid and a reddish precipitate of copper oxide within the 3 minutes. Reducing disaccharides undergo the same reaction but do so at a slower rate. The non-reducing sugar gives this test negative result. So we can distinguish the monosaccharides and disaccharides based on their Barfoed test. If the results come within the 3 minutes, then they are monosaccharides. If the reddish precipitate appear within the after 5 to 10 minutes, then they are disaccharides. Selvinov test. This test is used to distinguish between aldoses like glucose and ketosis like fructose. This Selvinov test uses 6 molar HCl as dehydrating agent and resorcinol as the condensation reagent. The test reagent dehydrates ketohexoses to form 5-hydroxy-methyl furfural. So HCl dehydrate ketohexoses to hydroxymethyl fluoral. 5-hydroxyfurfuryl further condense with the resorcinol present in the test reagent to produce a cherry red product within the 2 minutes. Aldohexoses react to form the same product but do so more slowly, giving yellow to faint pink color. So fructose gives cherry red color while glucose gives yellow to faint pink color. Iodine test. Iodine test is used for polysaccharide identification. Basically, this test is used for the identification of starch in unknown solution. Iodine form a coordinate complex between the helically coiled polysaccharide chain and the iodine centrally located within the helix due to the adsorption. The color obtained depends upon the length of unbranched or the linear change available for the complex formation. When iodine is treated with the iodine, a dark blue complex, when treated with the starch, it gives a amber colored reaction. Amylose present in the starch, a linear chain component of the starch that gives a deep blue color on reaction with iodine. Amylopectin. Amylopectin is a branch chain component of starch, give a purple color. Bayes test. This test is used to distinguish between pentose monosaccharides and hexose monosaccharides. The test reagent Bayes test uses concentrated HCl as the dehydrating acid and orsinol plus traces of some ferric aldehyde as a condensation reagent. The test reagent dehydrate pentoses to furfural. Furfural further react with orsinol and ferric chloride present in the test reagent to produce a bluish or green product, while hexoses yield muddy brown color to gray condensation product. So this test, Bayes test, is used to differentiate between monosaccharides, pentoses monosaccharides and hexoses monosaccharides. Summary of today's lecture. In today's lecture, we have learnt about all the tests used for identification of carbohydrates. If you have unknown sample, then this sample is react with the Moles test. All carbohydrate gives Moles test positive results. If your result is positive, then carbohydrate is present. If there is no reaction, then no carbohydrate is present in your sample. If carbohydrate is confirmed, then this sample is react with the iodine. If there is a blue-black complex, then polysaccharide starch is present. If there is no reaction, then there are the simplest carbohydrates. Then this sample is further react with the Barfoed test. If your result If within the 2 to 3 minutes red precipitate occurs, then there is the reducing monosaccharides, and if there is red precipitate after 10 minutes, then the reducing disaccharide. So Barfoed test is used to distinguish between monosaccharides and disaccharides. Then reducing sugar, monosaccharide is further react with the Selvinov test. If there is a reddish or cherry red product, then ketosis is present, or if there is bluish or green product present, then this is aldosis. Then aldosis and ketosis are further react with the Bayes reagent. If there is blue or green reagent present, then pentosis monosaccharide is present. If there is muddy brown product, then hexosis is present. Bayes test is used for identification between pentoses and hexoses monosaccharides. If there is disaccharides present, then you have to conduct Bendick test, which is used for the non-sugar and sugar, reducing sugar and non-reducing sugar. If red product is there, then the reducing sugar is present. If there is no reaction, then non-reducing sugar is present. So this is the sequence of chemical test used for the identification of carbohydrates. So dear student, there are some sample question of the pattern you asked in your examination. If a compound gives a positive test for iodine test, what is the nature of the compound? We have learnt in this lecture that iodine test is particularly used for the identification of starch. What is Fehling solution? We know Fehling solution is mixture of two solutions, Fehling A and Fehling B. Phenyl A contains copper sulfate solution, whereas phenyl B contains potassium hydroxide and potassium sodium tartrate. The next question is, what do you mean by reducing and non-reducing sugar? Non-reducing sugar do not have an hydroxyl group attached to anomeric carbon so that other compounds cannot be reduced. So glucose is a reducing sugar, fructose is monosaccharides are reducing sugar, glucose and fructose are the example. Disaccharide may be a reducing sugar and a non-reducing sugar. Maltose is a reducing sugar and sucrose is a non-reducing sugar. Dear students, if you want more information, then you can refer to these books, YouTube videos and these website. Thank you, dear student, for becoming a fairy participant. If you have any query or any issue, you can text me and you can mail me. We will meet again. Till then, Namaste.